Hello Atlanta Falcons fans, today we have exclusive news you can't miss, so get ready, because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we begin, we'd like to take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Atlanta Falcons. Don't forget to like, which greatly strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Kaden Ellis is tipped as a potential 2025 Pro Bowl rookie. Atlanta Falcons linebacker Kaden Ellis is starting to gain attention as one of the NFL's most underrated defenders. But that may be about to change. In a list published by Sports Illustrated's Connor Old, Ellis was named one of 10 players with a real chance of making their Pro Bowl debut in the 2025 season at 30 years old. Ellis had the best season of his career in 2024. He was the driving force behind the Falcons' defense, racking up an impressive 151 total tackles, including 85 solo tackles and 66 assists. He also recorded 5 sacks, 1 interception, his first against none other than Jaden Daniels, the 2024 Offensive Rookie of the Year, and forced a fumble. This consistent performance, especially in the final stretch of the season, put him on the radar as one of the most productive linebackers in the league. But it wasn't just the raw numbers that caught attention. According to Pro Football Focus PFF, Ellis had a pass rush win rate of 26.5%, the highest in the NFL among all players with at least 150 defensive snaps in 2024. For comparison, no other player achieved even 17% in the same metric. This statistic highlights Ellis' direct impact on the opposing quarterback's pressure. Connor Old described Ellis as one of those defenders who does the dirty work and shows up in the backfield before the quarterback even understands what's happening. A true terror from end to end, who excels at working with the defensive line and edge rushers. He constantly finds ways to reach the quarterback and impact plays. In 2025, Ellis is expected to reach new heights under the Falcons' new defensive coordinator, Jeff Ulbrich, former linebacker with 10 years of NFL experience and a track record of developing talent at the position. Alongside Mike Rutenberg, considered one of the league's best linebacker coaches, Ellis will have the foundation to further develop his game. Furthermore, Atlanta's roster is packed with defensive reinforcements. The arrival of players like Leonard Floyd, James Pierce Jr., versatile rookie Jalon Walker, and the return of Braylon Trice from injury should ease the pressure on Ellis, allowing him to be used more creatively in hybrid schemes, something that perfectly fits his aggressive and intelligent style. With all these pieces in place, it's no exaggeration to say that Kaden Ellis is poised for a breakout year if he repeats or improves his 2024 performance. His first Pro Bowl nod may not just be a possibility, but an inevitable reality. Falcons need to act and invest in this veteran cornerback still available on the market with the regular season fast approaching. The Atlanta Falcons still face significant questions regarding the depth of their secondary, especially at outside cornerback, and given the lack of significant movement following the loss of Jalen Ramsey to the Pittsburgh Steelers, a viable solution remains available on the free agent market. Veteran James Bradberry. Bradberry could be the missing piece in the Falcons' cornerback cores. Since the start of the offseason, and it has been clear that the Falcons' cornerback cores needs reinforcements. AJ Terrell remains the top prospect at the position and is widely recognized as one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. Mike Hughes, meanwhile, has been considered the likely starter alongside Terrell, but there are still uncertainties about his consistency at a high level. The main concern, however, is what comes after them. The depth at the position is questionable, to say the least. The roster features players like Mike Ford Jr. and Clark Phillips, both useful but clearly not designed to assume prominent starting roles on a defense aiming for the playoffs. Ford is primarily a special teams player, while Phillips is still young and needs time to develop. Ideally, he would gradually earn snaps, without being pressured to face elite receivers right away. The opportunity with James Bradberry. That's where James Bradberry comes in. At 31, the former Philadelphia Eagles cornerback may no longer be at the peak that led to his Pro Bowl and standout seasons in the NFL, but he still has a lot to offer. But he brings experience, coverage, intelligence, and a veteran presence that could be valuable both on and off the field. In the 2023 season, Bradberry had a notable drop in performance, frequently being exposed on passing plays, which led the Eagles to release him with a post-June 1st designation. However, his career doesn't have to end this way. The poor run may have been a reflection of a poor fit with the defensive scheme, or the pressure to fill holes in a collapsing team's secondary. In Atlanta, he wouldn't need to be the defensive savior, but rather a solid backup, ready to contribute when called upon. Furthermore, his cost wouldn't be an issue. Bradberry has already received the guaranteed value of his previous contract and understands that his current market is limited. He's been a free agent since March, and so far no team has shown any real interest. This leaves room for the Falcons to offer a short contract, possibly a one-year deal with a low base value and performance incentives. The time is now. General Manager Terry Fontenette truly wants to build a competitive roster and fill critical holes before the season starts. Signing James Bradberry makes perfect sense. It's a low-risk move with a potentially high return, especially if Terrell or Hughes miss time due to injury, something that, unfortunately, has happened to both in the past.